The Children's Bible, 1 Kings 10 through 14. Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. When the Queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon, she came to see him and to test him with hard questions. She arrived in Jerusalem with a very great train of attendants, with camels carrying spices and much gold and precious stones. And when she had come to Solomon, she told him all the things that were on her mind. And Solomon answered all her questions, for there was nothing that he did not know. And when the Queen of Sheba had heard Solomon's wisdom, and seen the house that he had built, the food at his table, his servants, the magnificence of his ministers, and his cupbearers, and the entrance to the temple which he had built, there was no more spirit in her. She said to the king, "What I heard in my own country about your wisdom and your deeds was all true, but I could not believe it until I had seen for myself. So I came, and behold, the half was not told me. Happy the men and happy the servants who stand continually before you, and listen to your words of wisdom. Blessed be the Lord your God, who favors you and has made you ruler over Israel. The Lord loved Israel forever, therefore he made you king to do judgment and justice." She gave the king 120 talents of gold, and great stores of spices and precious stones. Never before had so many spices as those which the Queen of Sheba gave to the king of Solomon. In exchange, King Solomon gave the Queen of Sheba everything that she desired and whatever she asked for. So she went back to her own country, she and her servants. Solomon grew very rich. He made a great throne of ivory and overlaid it with the best gold. All his drinking vessels were of gold, and he had at sea a great navy, which brought to his kingdom not only gold, but silver and ivory and apes and peacocks. On land, Solomon had an army of 12,000 horsemen and 1,400 chariots. King Solomon exceeded all the kings of the earth for riches and wisdom, and all the earth sought to hear the wisdom which God had put in his head. But in his riches and his splendor, Solomon turned to evil ways. The Lord became angry with him, for he burned incense and sacrificed to other gods. The Lord made adversaries to rise up against him, and among those who opposed him was Jeroboam, the son of one of his servants, and a mighty man of valor. And through a prophet, Ahijah the Shionite, God spoke to Jeroboam, saying, "Because Solomon has not kept my ways and done what is right in my eyes, as did David his father, I will rend the kingdom out of his hands, and give 10 tribes to you. You shall be king over Israel, but his son, Rehoboam, shall reign over one tribe in Jerusalem, the city where I have chosen to put my name." And God did as he had promised. Solomon reigned in Jerusalem over all Israel for 40 years. He died and was buried in the city of David his father, and Rehoboam reigned in Solomon's stead. But Israel, under Jeroboam, rose up against him. Jeroboam was made king over all Israel, and reigned for 22 years. Rehoboam reigned 17 years over Jerusalem, and there was war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam all their days. And when each king died, he was succeeded by his son.